In today's video, we are doing part 15 of What If Civilization Started Over. Last video, well, before we get into what happened last video, this video you will see is a significant amount shorter than the last videos. That's because I realized my videos are getting a little long, so I'm just going to give you a break from all the long videos and give you a shorter one. I'm only recording for 21 minutes a day. Basically 20 because I did 21 minutes a day is how long I'm going to be recording for. In the last video, we saw many things happen. We saw the middle of Asia, the fight for Middle Asia, or Mid-Asia happened, to where all the countries expanded into, or all the countries that could, expanded into Mid-Asia. I just started this video, not even a minute, and we just got a minute into the video on my end, and I'm already stuttering. The middle of Asia. We also saw this country revolt from I'm not sure what I'm going to call this country. I think we'll just call it the Russian country. We saw the Russian country revolt from the Baltic country. Never thought I was going to say that in my life. We also saw a country fall to the rule of the British country, which is looking more like a British Empire at this point. Yeah, you don't want to mess with the Brits because they are top 5 now in the military strength. If you watched the last video. Also at the end of every video now, instead of putting up what YouTube thinks is best for you, I'm going to do the last Wixo video. So either that, or I might just keep it, or I'm probably just going to make it the latest video instead of what YouTube thinks is best for you. I'll just try it out and might alternate a couple times between videos, but yeah, we saw this country form out of this country. We saw the country of Malacca form out of the Southeast Asian country. And a lot also happened down here. Well, a little bit happened down there. A lot happened over here with North America getting expanded into a lot. I feel like our main focus of the video was in Asia. So this new capital just seems to be in the middle of nowhere now. I'm probably gonna move that because of, now we have a lower region they can be in. Oh yeah, look at there. They're trying to put a capital in a place that's not so cold. That's what I'm trying to say. This looks like if you were to like divide up Russia, the Baltic, the Siberian, and the Russian country all look like what it would look like. Well, I mean, except it wouldn't go past this point right here. Speaking of, we have another revolt happening in that country, which is crazy. This country is getting a beating. Getting a beating? No, that doesn't sound right. English is hard, okay? Ask anyone, they will say English is hard. A lot of my years through middle school, I didn't even pass English. But that's just a skill issue, for sure. We're gonna see a country. We have very little blue countries. I feel like I can make another one. It's kind of bluish purple. Like on this end of blue, like that is way too close to that color. It's even closer. Hold on, I need to get a. I feel like it needs to be a little lighter than that. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, we gotta test one more blue. Yeah, I think it's good. 2 blue countries coming out of the Baltic country. That's crazy. It's going to form right here in the middle of Europe. Taking over land that was basically there since the beginning of the country. Becoming the Germanic country, also known as Deutschland. If I say that with the correct accent, Deutschland. It's pretty. I tried to learn German like last year, and then I gave up on it. Like, it's been more golden. Man, what else do you want me to say? Why did I put it in Berlin instead of like an actual good place? Like here. There we go. Did I put? All right. I was just looking at stuff. But we're gonna see the biggest war breakout that we've seen. When I say biggest war, it's between three huge countries. It's between. Let me get circles out. It's between this country, well, two powerful countries and three big countries, I guess you could say. In this country, these three countries are gonna go at war with each other. This is probably one of the only wars we're gonna see this video. I don't know, but after seeing the fall of this country, the Baltic country, the Turkish country wants to join in, and I forgot to color in this country, but they're also going to join in, since they're like, oh, well, that just gives us more of a reason to fight against them. They do get pushed back, because, they were getting ready for them to push against them in the first place, but their counterattack gets counterattacked because of the Turkish team also at war with them. Actually, I didn't include every country that I think is going to join this war, because we're also going to see the Finnish country. This is one. Hold on, let me circle every country that's going to be involved. Let me make my brush size a little bit smaller. We're going to see this country. Well, we're going to see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 countries involved in one war. That to me is outrageous. So this is why I said it's the biggest war we've seen. I was like trying to think of what to do while I was saying that, but we have 6 countries going to war, not with each other, but 5 countries going to war against one all at the same time. This is like the Scandinavian countries' dream, because they were wanting over here, but they weren't as strong as this country. Which, I mean, look at the Russian-Ukraine war. I mean, oh my gosh, my nose is starting to, feel the March air. But, or the spring air, I mean. But, Ukraine is the 20th strongest country according to the Global Firepower Index of the military, And, Russia is second. And they've been at that war for so long, and they have barely done anything to them. This country, the Mesopotamian country, which most of its land isn't even in Mesopotamia, but that's where it originated from, so it's going to keep that name, is also going to join in on this war, but not take as much as the other countries, because, they didn't have that big of an access point. They just want to, get in on the fun. There we go. And that's where they're going to stop. I'm not going to do borders like Africa. I don't know why I did the African borders. Those are just going to have to stay like that until a war happens. And then it'll change. I'm just going to go ahead and give the part that we all knew they were going to take to them right now. That's how far they've gotten so far. We also see Turkish troops going up north here. It's crazy I'm saying Turkish troops. At least I'm not saying Iranian troops. I don't know. I just thought about that because of, what happened in Turkey with Iran stuff, to where NATO had to shoot down a couple missiles. But that's real life stuff. This is simulation. I mean, we don't have to talk about that. Germanic country gets awfully close to their capital. Then the Turkish country comes in behind them. We also see the Finnish country, while we weren't looking, or while the other stuff was going on, has taken this bit and is taking this bit too. So the Scandinavian country, I don't know if that's what I called it just a second ago. I might have called it the Finland country for some reason. Even though they didn't have Finland in the first place, or at first. They're like a cold country, like, you know, how the Nordics are. They're a cold country, so they want to take the cold places, like this country over here. So that's what they're going to do. They're going to try and take over the Baltic region, not get into their capital, because they want to be able to take as much as they can without people, you know, taking it for themselves. So they, in the end, they just get along here. The blue country gets up to here. And the Germanic country gets up to their capital, takes it, and now the Baltic country has fallen, and every country gets what they want from a peace treaty. So that's given there. The Turks agree with the Germanic country to be able to take up to here, even of their land that they fought for. But in return, they made an agreement with these two countries to take that. So this is huge. The biggest war we've had in this series by far. I think, yeah, for sure. Just wait till the next era. It's gonna be I already have a name for it. But you're gonna have to wait till part 20 to find out what that era is gonna be, or part 21, whichever one. This year is gonna be this year is gonna have a lot of Wixo. Why do I always stutter? Like I always go like ooh, like yeah. This year's gonna have a lot of Wixo videos. A lot of Wixo videos, and the Wixo videos are going to. I might take a break from the Wixo videos eventually, then eventually get back into them because, you know, whatever. But let's go down here. They taken all that, and the Chinese country has taken basically the entirety of, or no. Let's make this white again. I have an idea. I think this bit is given to the Southeast Asian, and then this bit right here is given to the Australian, and then this bit up here is given to the Chinese. Wow. That small island divided so much for no reason. Man, I still have 7 minutes in this video. I feel like I've been recording for so long already. I guess not. We just had a war. But we are gonna have another war happen. This is actually going to be the biggest war that will, and this is going to be it's going to be the second war that doesn't actually finish, because we had the one with the previous cyan color, the Caucasus country that these two countries went against. So it looked like a signature, doesn't it? Huh. But we're gonna see that Mesopotamian country is going to go to war with the Indian country. And let me just put this in perspective for you. This right here is the strongest country, and this is the second strongest country. This right here is the 10th strongest country. So if they join in on the war, then it might be wraps for the Indian country. And if they join in, they're probably like, however many countries there are, they're probably like 19th or 20th. But yeah, so the strongest country against the second strongest country, that's going to be a war and a half, even though it's going to be one full war, but that's besides the point. But it's only going to last for 5 minutes because that's as long as I have left on this video. And I don't want, and like I said in the beginning, I don't want this video to be that long. But he just wouldn't, I didn't even give it like a startup like thing or anything. I just started coloring in the biggest war, basically, or like the most important war happening in this era at the moment. And I didn't even like say it's about to happen. Well, I did, but didn't like, I just started coloring in. But after they do that, well, after they get to about down here, they see resistance from the Indian country, because, you know, they didn't have troops over here because of, you know, stuff happening over here and up here and down here. So they had to move all their troops over this way. It took them a few days to a week to do it. So, but now their military, being as strong as it is going to fight back. Some of the country's military that was up here fights back up here. It is probably going to be the war with the most resistance from another country because, well, yeah. This might also be the only war, potentially. I haven't chosen a winner I want yet, but this might be a war that has the defender winning than the aggressor. Because we've all of the wars we've seen have had the aggressor winning. I'm pretty sure. You can. Well, I think the only country that didn't have that happen was the country that was right here. You know, the first country. You would know what I'm talking about if you watch the other videos. But if you do know what I'm talking about, good on you, because I like you. Not like in a weird way, but I like you, as in like a viewer. Then we see more resistance from the Mesopotamian country, and they get back down to like here. But the Indian country is still resisting up here. Hold on, let me move this up a bit. It's still resisting up here. They have not stopped. They have actually angled down a bit from the last time. And they've also taken this bit right here. So I wonder what is going to happen with both of these countries losing area, gaining area. And this is going to be this war is going to last through 2 parts. This part and the next part. Which will also be a shorter video. That video might be 15 minutes for all I know. They do see a little resistance up here, but it gets pushed back immediately from the Indian country. The Indian country, like I said, whenever it was like very young and only consists of like this area right here, I said that it was the most technologically advanced country, and that gives them a great advantage in this war because they had technology that this country didn't have for a long time, even though they were one of the first. But this war is going to last a long time. They're seeing more resistance down here now. But with the resistance down there, there's going to be resistance up here from the Mesopotamian country. But gonna have to end it there. This right here is where the end point of this war is going to be, in this part. The next part, part 22. Wait, what did I just say? We're not even at part 19 yet. We're not even at part 18 yet. Part 16 is what I meant to say. Where did I get 22 from? But part 16, you're going to have to wait for it to come out, for it to release. This video, I said 14 was going to come out on Wednesday. I lied. This video is coming out on Friday, so you're going to have to wait till Saturday. So this is going to just be a day that you're going to have to wait. Only a day. Yeah. If you did enjoy this video, like, subscribe, do the things. My brain just shut off for some reason. But if you did enjoy this video, like and subscribe. Make sure you subscribe to help me hit 2K. I feel like sometimes the stuff I say sounds weird. Like and subscribe so you can. Well, I just cut out this entire intro. Or I might just leave it in saying I'm going to cut it out and make the video a little bit longer. Even though I know that I'm not going to have to cut anything from here, and I can just save up all the cuts and stuff. Alright. Thanks for watching, and God bless.